Fairy Tale is back, and I don't normally do this, but I'm going to talk about the cover page because this is just weird. I mean, it's Athena and Dracono, something like that. He's a vampire. He's also rank 1 of the Wizard Saints and the chairman of the Wizard Council. And him and Athena are playing chess together, which is just weird because these two characters will never meet, ever. And he literally has nothing to do with this chapter, so I have no idea why he's even on the cover page. Like, this guy wasn't even irrelevant when he showed up. Ishtar 4 were thrown away almost as soon as they appeared. But back to the chapter. So we start off back where we left off with Natsu looking at the burned away town. He starts sniffing with his dragon nose, and as I assumed last time, it's an illusion. Natsu doesn't smell fire whatsoever. He doesn't smell any sense of ash, so nothing was burned. Apparently, there's a different guy from the Fire and Flame Guild whose flames are able to create illusions. Just like I said before, it's probably something involving mirages, which is what this is. Yeah, so the illusionist's name is Raj, and the dude just laughs uncontrollably whenever he's talking. Like, even when he's just standing completely still and just staring at you, he's still chuckling a little. You can see in each panel where he's still vibrating. He then starts laughing at Natsu's pink hair, compares it to a sea urchin, and even starts to ruffle it. And Natsu feels him touching his hair, so the illusions probably has some kind of solid form to them. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to touch Natsu, because this is in fact an illusion as well, because Natsu punches Raj and it completely just disappears. Brain then informs Raj that they're taking Natsu with them because he's the guy that Igni has been looking for. And Raj's like, oh, I know, I was watching this whole time. And Natsu's response is, yeah, I will go with you. I want to see Igni myself. But first, I'm going to punch both of you. And of course, Raj starts laughing at the idea that Natsu can even hit him because obviously he's an illusionist. But then Natsu points out that he's already has his scent, so you can already find him. And he does. Like, Raj doesn't even see it coming. He's too busy laughing, and Natsu just knocks him in his teeth. He goes flying. Brain then goes, okay, well, guess we're doing this the hard way. He attacks with his hand mouth, but Natsu's able to avoid this. Natsu even says that he's already learned how Brain moves, which means his fighting style is very predictable. Which it kind of is, because it's literally just him just stretching his hand out to eat people. But Brain apparently takes offense to this and tries to devour Natsu with his head. But once again, Natsu's seen this before, and he shoves his arm straight down Brain's head mouth. That's a weird sentence, because your mouth is already on your head, so I guess I should be clear and say the mouth on the top of his head opens up, but Natsu shoves his hand through it, and then uses his fire to propel himself downward and just smashes Brain into the ground. Raj is back up, so apparently these guys are a lot more durable than I thought they would be. Raj tries to burn Natsu, but of course Natsu eats the flames. He charges at Raj to hit him again, but his attack is blocked by a flame wall. And I don't mean Natsu is stopped because a wall of flames appear in front of him, but I mean his fist is actually stopped by solid flames. A third guy shows up named Lekka, and the other two are actually super happy he's there, so I'm going to assume Lekka is like a tier above these two, because the two of them were generally afraid before of Natsu, but now they actually seem like they have it all together, which means that they really have trust in this man. Now, Lekka can use fire make magic, and that's why he made the shield, and he also makes a sword, and he actually tries to cut Natsu with the sword, and Natsu's like, well, I'll just eat the flame here, but then Natsu immediately stops himself and dodges, because he realized something weird about this flame. He can't eat it. Natsu is unclear why he can't eat it, but I think I know why. If you actually look at his flames, and you compare it to literally everyone else's, his flames have little tiny black dots inside of them. Now, fire is not solid, so you can't really make solid things out of it. So I think the way he compensates for using make your magic out of flames, I think there's like metal inside of his fire. So this way he can shape the metal and the fire just goes around the metal. Now, this doesn't mean he's making a solid, like, iron sword with fire around it. No. It's like iron particles, and each little particle, each little dot, is just engulfed in flames. And so this way, he's able to shape his fire however he wishes. And this is why Natsu can't eat it, because at that point, he would be eating metal. Lekka then uses fire make lance, which is basically a pillar of fire that comes from the ground underneath Natsu. And while Natsu is trying to fight through these flames, that's when Brain grabs him and swallows him with his hand. So I was wrong. Natsu did in fact lose this fight, which is standard for how Fairy Tail goes. I just thought it would be changing this time, but no. Which means the rest of the guild is also about to get crushed, which once again happens at the beginning of every arc with Fairy Tail. Like orders Raj to take care of the rest of Fairy Tail, which means he's going to be the one who's going to wreck all of Fairy Tail. That's fine. That, once again, happens at the beginning of every arc. But he's ordered to leave Urza alone. And the reason for that is because apparently Igna's right hand, Fire and Flame's second in command, wants to fight Urza himself. Either he has a grudge against her personally, or, well, looking at him, he looks like a knight. So there's a high possibility that he may not know Urza, but he knows of Urza. And when it comes to sword fighting, Urza is the best. Oh, and his name is Wed, W-E-D. I don't know if that's short for something or what, but it does mean we now know 7 members of Fire and Flame. Usually the bad guys don't usually have more than 12, so we actually have at least half done. But anyway, this was a pretty solid chapter. I'm happy with it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give a thumbs up so you enjoy more Fairy Tail and other things. Thank you and have a great day.